Question 25 is all about fractions and ratio, and this is an incredibly difficult question, one of the hardest I've ever seen appear on a foundation paper. And it will make even great mathematicians think for a little bit, so don't feel bad if you couldn't do this one. Right, the problem is they're not giving us a total amount, and they're also not telling us what any of these parts are worth. And my advice with this question is you've actually got to have the confidence to make up the starting amount. And if I was to make up something, I wouldn't choose a number like 55 because it just makes things complicated. I'm thinking of, I've got to find tenths of something, so I'm going to choose a number that's really easy to divide by 10, something like 100. So what I'm going to say is if £100, because in this question we're asked to find Dave's share of money, so it doesn't actually matter which number we start with, the share will always be the same. So 3 people share money, Colin gets 3/10. So if I wanted to find out a tenth of something, I draw a bar and I say this is worth 100. And for a tenth, I'm going to split this bar into 10 equal bits. So although my diagram's not equal, I'm treating it as if it was. And if there were equal bits, I would put £10 in each of these. And the fact that Colin gets 3/10, that means he gets from here to here, which is in fact £30. So Colin gets £30. Okay? So what that means is if we started with 100, there is £70 left. Right, this is when it gets tricky. So Emma and Dave share the rest of the money into a ratio of 3 parts to 2 parts. And if you say this out loud, 3 parts to 2 parts, you should realise that there are in fact 5 parts in total. So now, if I draw a new bar, and I split it into 5 parts, 3 of these going to Emma, and 2 of these going to Dave, because Emma's name is first, that means she has the first part of the ratio here. And Dave's name is written second here, so that means Dave gets the 2 parts. Right, non-calculator, you might struggle with this, but 70 split between 5, you have a calculator so it's not hard, is 14. And 14 would go in each of these parts. Now, we know Dave gets 2 of them, so this is Dave, which means that Dave would actually get £28 out of 100. So that is the answer to the question. What is Dave's share of the money? The fraction that he gets is 28 out of 100. We could, however, they don't ask us, but we could go into a little bit more accuracy and simplify this fraction. I notice they're both even, so if I can do 14 over 50. So if you went this far, both of these answers are acceptable. If they did say, what is Dave's share in its simplest form, this still isn't the right answer. We can keep going, and now there's no common factors of 7 and 25. So that is the best mathematical answer, but all 3 of those answers are perfect for this question. So if you get a question that's like this, it won't change very much. You've got to have the confidence at choosing that number to start off with. And normally 100 will work for everything.